Alright, guys. I've been testing out this. Alright, guys. I've been testing out, the branded deck. Using 3 masquerade so I can burn people because everybody be having those long combo decks. You already know, like, people nowadays using Phoenix Smith and everything, White Forest, and all his Amina, Snake Eyes. Have those long combos. I was going against a Brandon player right here, actually. He using some Tillerments and some Shaddolls and all that. One against him. And we had the Fiend Smith people. I had to use my burn deck on them. Yeah, Blue Eyes, man. They be having that drill beam, man. I hate this card, bro. Hate this card with a passion. Hate it. I forgot how I lost this, but usually I think I lost this because this dude was control. He was using his control deck. Yeah, I didn't have a good hand, but this one, Castor, man, he got out 2 of these, 2 Shingraeras. He had this out. Plus, he had the Scareclaw Castor, and this, and he had Unicorn and Fenrir out. That he had all 3 of those plus 2 of these with one of these, man. And I was going second. I ain't had no board breakers or nothing. I couldn't do anything with this. Everything getting vanished. He locked mostly all my zones off. That's how I lost that. This deck, he tried, but I set up a good burn board on him the first turn, so couldn't do anything. This deck, man, I was going second, had a bad hand. He set up pretty good first turn, but this your typical branded deck right here. 2 of these, I never put 2 Mary Jades in my deck, man. I don't need 2 of them. I only need one. Yeah, that's the typical branded deck right there. Centurion burnt this dude to death. I'm gonna show you some replays here. Show you how I burnt these boys to a crisp. But this the deck I'm working with right now. As you can see, I'm capitalizing on fusion. Fusion, that's my main focus. Fusion cards, and which is why I got the aluminum in here, so I could get out my fusion card again, like the Mirror Jade, which is why I don't have 2 of them, because I could just bring it back out with this. I could bring it back out with this if it hit the graveyard. If it hit the banishment, I could bring it back out with that. You already know. Got this for the blue eyes decks because I keep on running into these blue eyes decks. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna put this in here so I can get rid of that true light. Got 2 of these because there's been some cases where it would get banished, or I don't have it, I can't get it back, or if I have one in my hand, I can't send it to the graveyard with Fool's Barrier. I can't even go sarcophagus that. So that's the only reason why I got 2 of these in the deck. 2 maxis. I only need one of these. I didn't have this in at first, but I put one in here because of the Branded and High Spirits. That gets me that, so I can get into Branded Fusion too, access to Branded Fusion. This has been helping me out a lot. Dramaturge of Despia. I've been fusing this thing off a lot. It's an extra negate, one negate I could get out. It's not my main priority. My main priority is to get this branded opening into the graveyard so they can't out my masquerades as easily with card effects, because they be trying to destroy my masquerades with card effects. And I have this in the graveyard. This is my top priority, get in the graveyard. Anytime I can get this in the graveyard, I love it. Cause it protects my fusion monsters. Um, just put I might take this out. I barely use it, but it does come in handy sometimes, especially the side effects of it. Like if a face-up non-fair fusion fairy monster you control leaves the field, you could your opponent card by your opponent card effect, or is destroyed by battle. You can target one level 8 or higher fusion monster in your graveyard. So this also another thing that can bring back your fusion monsters if you need to. Obviously need this for sure. Branded loss. Got one of these. And I had 3 of these in there, but I was like, nah, I don't really need 3. I just put 2. But yeah, this Brandon the Red and Brandon Banishment, my top priority cards I want at the end of my board. So I can fuse on the opponent turn, so I can put out the masquerades or anything I need, depending on the situational needs. I barely even use this card, but I bring it out when it's needed. And this card for sure been helping me with the Blue Eyes matchup. Every time people don't want to get rid of my Albaz, I number summon my Albaz. Or I go fuse the Portman, pull out the Albaz. Don't even use the effect on the Blue Eyes board. I don't use his effect. I just let it stay on the field so I could just contact fusion it off with all the dragons they got. And sometimes they just immediately, lead the game. And I got 2 Dark Rulers and Moors in there just because of if I go second and then they got all monster cards. I mean, it's very good against that. Hold on, let me see I'm gonna show you a replay where I won and where I lost. So I'm gonna show you how I set up a good board against. This took 5 turns, bro, to defeat this Centurion deck. 2 turns for this. They can see this one of the combo heavy decks I want to show y'all. And this a branded fusion deck. You see, typical branded deck. You see, got the 2. Yeah, I could put this in. I got this card. I might switch out Black and Darkness Dragon for this, maybe. I'm not sure yet, but this card could come in handy to for back rows, because my deck is kind of ineffective against back row decks. But we gonna watch this one first. The Centurion deck. I still didn't make it to Master, man. Every time I get to Diamond 1 or Diamond 2, bro, it's just so hard to get past it. I don't know why. I can't beat that threshold. I keep getting... See right here, man? I just want to see what you got in this hand, so which is why I use the Bellion first. Got that out. See, look, I should have started off with this, the Quim. So this could get negative, but it's okay. I'm gonna try what I could do. So I can fuse next turn. That's why I always dump Cartesia every time with the Quim, so I can fuse next turn when they bring out an extra deck monster. Depending on the situation, if they brought out any extra deck Dawson that would hinder me, I'll either go into Carcutis or I'll go Masquerade, because I know they're going to keep on summoning and they're going to keep getting burned. So it depends on the situation. But yeah, you set up a board, you stop special summoning because you don't want me to draw no more cards, but that's fine, I got Dark Ruler no more just in case. I don't want to get rid of this because, they mostly focus on monster effects. And yep. Oh, that was a good draw. Now I can dump that. Get another Aluber. And look, you got an Imperm. Wow. Look at that. What are the odds, right? What are the odds? You got an Imperm in the back. It's like they always have every card they need to beat me. I go into Predator Point. Thing is, bro, like this, I'm gonna fusion summon into this, right, the Dusk. Yeah. So I could dump I branded fusion into the graveyard. 'Cause I do want to fuse again, but the thing is, bro, I do not know why, but all I did was summon this card, Predator Anaconda. I didn't use this effect yet. And for some reason, I can't use my branded fusion. Why can't I use my branded fusion just because I collected it from the retribution from the graveyard? I don't understand. I didn't use this effect. It said you can pay 2,000 life points, send one fusion or polymerization. Normal quick play spell from your deck to the graveyard. This effect becomes that spell's effect when that card is activated. Also, you cannot spend something else for the rest of this turn. I didn't even use the effect till now, but I couldn't use the branded fusion. That was so weird to me. But it's alright though, man. I'm summoned the Albaz because I ain't had no more Cartegia. I mean, no more Quims in the deck. I mean, Cartegias in the deck, or did I? Yeah, I had 2 Cartegias in the deck. I didn't want to summon the Cartegia because I wanted the extra deck. When they do an extra deck mouse, I'm gonna summon it with this, the Quim. So when he summoned this, he could have destroyed the card. He decided to destroy Albaz instead of destroying my Cartesia. I don't know why he destroyed the Albaz instead of the Cartesia, but that was a bad play on his part. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna go on Masquerade now. And so for some reason he opted to banish the Albaz. I don't know why. Instead of the Gruden or whatever the dust thing right here. I would have banished this instead, but it's whatever. Got another one of these out. Put that so I get the Albaz back just in case next turn I can probably fusion summon with a synchro monster to get Mary Jade out. He synchro something to that thing. I'm gonna wait till you go to try to go to the battle phase so I can use Cartegia's effect, which is right there. Get rid of my Libellion. Yup, that's fine. Now you go into Heretic Seals. You got rid of my fusion monster. You know what that means, right? So since you got rid of my fusion mouse, I got my Despia Luber in there. I'm gonna negate this dude effects, and then I'm gonna get out Albaz so I can fusion something into Mary Jade with either one of these. But I want to banish this thing because I do not want him hitting the graveyard because they can just put it back on the field with the trap card. So I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna banish this. Right. Nope. Need to get Brandon Regained out. They ain't go for SP Little Knight. And then he banished my Mary Jade, but that's fine. I still get the Mary Jade effect off. And he pretty much lose on this turn 5. You gotta get destroyed. You got Brandon in red. I can target Albaz or Quim or Lelouver to fusion summon. And he pretty much just gave up right there. I got card advantage and everything. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff I could do. So for this one was okay. Yeah, this the combo deck. So I went first again. Typically, when I go first and I have a good hand, like any other deck, obviously you want to win, depending on if they got board breakers or not. But yeah, I went first. You know, this the hand I'm working with. First, I started off with Branded opening. Get that tragedy in the graveyard. Get the Quim out. I wanted the Quim to dump Cartegia in the graveyard, but he negated that. So we had to find another way to get Cartegia in the graveyard. So I got a Looper, of course. So I get Brand Fusion. Now I'm about to Dark Cartesia in the graveyard instead of Rebellion because I wanted that in the graveyard for next turn. And of course it's negated. I thought I could fusion with the Clown to make something else, but I didn't see nothing I like to fuse with, so I opted to just do this. Got rid of the Albed just in case they got a monster I need to negate next turn. So I kept the Dark Ruler no more instead of the Albed. Yeah, I banished that so I could get Albion in the graveyard. And we got the Brandon Banishment so we could fuse off, get the extra deck out. So I opted to do it with the Lori. Got that. Fuse both of that. Get a Masquerade out. Now you about to start burning. Then I get the Clem. Yep. Get the Cartesia back on the field. Boom. I could have got the Alibidum, but I was like, nah, I don't really need the Alibidum right now. But I know since he summoned this out, I knew you were gonna start trying to combo. So we just gonna burn him to death. Look at that, got the 2. I could have got 3 out if I had another fusion spell. And right here, he just burning to death. If he summon a monster, like if he summon that level 6 monster to flip down all my cards, I'm just gonna negate it with this as soon as he summon it. So it just depends on what he summoned. Yeah, I'm just gonna counter it with the Dramaturge. It's how the deck work. These combo every look, you try to destroy it. Yeah, this is why Brandon and Open is so important in going to graveyard. Because they be trying to out your Masquerades. If they tried to SP Little Knight, I could have just, if he would have activated it, he would have died. So, there you go. That's the perfect example of 2 Masquerades out. Right here, another branded player. Just the typical branded player one. So, I just recently just did this one. I'm about to see how I beat him again. Okay, got a decent hand I'm working with. So what I should have did was you activated Brandon High Spirits first, but it's all good. It worked out because if I activated Brandon High Spirits first, and I had a dragon in my hand, so it was easier for me to do it that way versus me discarding the Rebellion, and I wouldn't have a dragon in my hand. Then I wouldn't be able to use Brandon High Spirits to get a card that I wanted out. Yeah, I didn't want a normal summon. Got Albion out. So I got a way to get Cartesia out already in the graveyard because I used Brandon High Spirits to get Titanic Clad in the graveyard so I could summon my Quilm at the end of the turn. So I wasn't stressing about that. Got the Mirror Jade out. Since I already got Brandon Regained, I'm going to get Branded Loss out now. Fusing something with that with the Gretinol. So just in case they put out an extra dark monster, I could summon my Carcutis so they won't destroy nothing next turn. Got the Dramaturge in the graveyard. So right here, I should have gotten. I got Brandon opening, but then we had 2 Cartesias in the graveyard, so. So I didn't really care that he negated it. Right here, I'm about to fusion summon both of these. Make masquerade. I should have got. I got a little bit of them to my hand, but. Let's see here. Yep. So I could have fused off 2 monsters instead of what I did was fuse off just 1 monster. I should have fused off 2 of these, but I wanted to, and the aluminum wouldn't be in there, and then I wouldn't be able to get my Mary Jade back. But I saw he was going full in, so I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and fuse off because he's about to go full combo. Try to go full combo. So I should have fused off 2 of the cards on the field instead and saved it for next turn and got the aluminum, but I didn't. So this is inactive. Can't use that. I can't use 2 cards. 2 of my cards are dead right now because I didn't do that, which was my mistake. But that's okay. We got 2 masquerades out. I got Branded Fusion next turn. So we chilling. You keep on doing anything more effects, so you just gonna get burned to death. So yeah, I made sure I got that branded opening in the graveyard. For this deck, I lost. I lost against this branded deck because here you will see. I don't know, I probably misplayed somewhere. But I was going second. Getting the Cartegia out. Fused right away. Got the Grenol. You gonna dump Branded Fusion in there. Yeah, I'll be honest, so you get dump Retribution. Yep, get the Brandon back. Yeah, I didn't misplay this because I know he only want to fuse with Albaz again. He tried right here, but I banished his Albaz, so he couldn't even go into Mary Jade. You have to go into this thing, 2 Dark Monsters, which is the Bear Load Furious Dragon. Destroyed it, which was okay with me. Then this is how I got outed. See that? I should have just started off with Brandon. Aluba first. If I started off with Aluba first, it would have worked out better for me, but yeah, Droll and Lock. Yeah, Droll and Lockbird would stop my whole turn, man. Because even if I go into Sarcophagus for my tragedy, I wouldn't even be able to add nothing to my hand, so. Then this, I tried to get Branded Fusion this way. He had to Ash Blossom and stop that. So nothing was really working out for me. Now you can set up full board. Yep, I'll be on. Then you about to fuse, get the Lebellion. Yep. Then you about to get the Mary Jade out. Then you got the Regain. I'll pull out my Masquerade. Then you pull out the Despian Proskinion. Pulled that thing out, which is fine. I thought I was gonna be at least okay. But yeah, I forgot about this dude effect that you could just summon Clam right back even though if I destroy this. So I forgot about that. He used Dark Riddle no more. He used the brightest blazing branded king because he didn't. He know he's gonna get rid of the monster effects. Oh, okay. Let me go in now since you have no interruptions. But he got this interruption. He can bring out Albaz. He can bring out one of the. He gonna bring out Albaz. That's the optimum thing to do. So fusion something with one of my monsters, which is fine with me. And he also had that. I did not even know he had that. So I was like, yeah, let me just scoop. I could have. It was another player I could have did, but he would just. I could have put out the predator plant, but we already know as soon as I put out the predator plant, he's going to bring out Albaz and just going to feed him with my predator plant. So there was no point in even keep going. For this, yeah, I got destroyed because he vanished everything. Couldn't do nothing. How I lost this was crazy, man. He just had everything to what I did, literally. Sometimes people just got everything to stop everything you're gonna do. They have every card that they need to stop you. Always start with Rebellion first. You got the Magma Mutt. You got Branded Opening. I don't know why I got Branded Opening, but it's fine. We got Branded Opening, dump that. Yeah, I had Brandon Red already, so I'm in a good position. So I'm going to play on his turn. If he summon an extra deck monster or whatever, I'm playing on his turn. Actually, I thought he had a Max C or something. That's why I didn't even go for the Brandon Fusion. His stuff was showing up red. I thought he had a Max C, but this way he had Magma Mud. So I could have did get the Brandon Fusion and everything, but it was a misplay on my part. I thought he didn't have. I thought he had Max C in his hand. But then we had this, so it didn't even matter, bro. If I would have activated add a card to my hand, he could have just used that on my all over. So it didn't even matter. And this is basically how I lost. You just destroy my thing one by one with this card. I wanted to get my Despin card in the graveyard, but now you just gonna drill beam my stuff. Couldn't do nothing. Otherwise, he would have just destroyed my card with just the monsters on the field. I just didn't even try. Next term, I mean, I could have gotten Albion, the Branded Dragon. I mean, you know, what's the thing called? I could have gotten this and tried my luck. Albion, the Shrouded Dragon. Could have gotten that. Dumped a Retribution in the graveyard. Tried my luck and stuff. But yeah, I was like, I'm good. But yeah, this is the deck. You could probably cut this out, because I haven't been using it really. Just haven't been popping up as frequently, but yeah. We put 3 masquerades in there because they be trying to get rid of one of them or 2 of them, and we already have another one. They already burned like almost to a crisp to death, so we just pull out the last one to guarantee the win. But typically, you only need probably 2 of these boys in. You want the 3rd one just in case to get rid of the 2. But yeah, dang, my whole extra deck consists of URs, man. So Probably cut this one out for something else. You would need this. Comes in handy when I want to summon my Gartegia or Quilm or anything. This definitely a must put in for the Blue Eyes matchup. This saved my booty a lot because you know people got synchro decks or whatever XYZ, so I could just turn it stuff to 0 so they can't destroy nothing on my field just in case. Predator plant obviously a must because when you can't go into your plays, this will be your play so you can bring out this or the Gretinol. And also access your brand of fusion too. So you get that in the graveyard, get that rotating. But yeah, that's the deck, y'all.